Are we actually going to see Matheus Cunha leave this January? Is it going to happen? The latest news is Nottingham Forest are willing to pay a club record fee for Matheus Cunha. I know what you're thinking. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Bit of good news and a bit of bad news. With Arsenal still interested in Cunha as well. And look, I don't think it takes a genius to work out that Cunha's head has been turned. With his actions against Chelsea, with him stalling on signing this contract. I think the stall, though, is mainly because his agent wants a big release clause. Well, not big, maybe a release clause that Wolves don't want to accept. A release clause if we get relegated around £45 million. We paid about that for him when we brought him, so you can see why there's a stalling over that contract. There's various people within the Wolves community, journalists, part-time journalists, who are hearing from within the club somehow, I don't know how, that Cunha may go this January. There's, what is there, just under 2 weeks to go, around 11, 12 days to go until the window shuts. It's not looking good, but yeah, just back on the Nottingham Forest thing. So their club record fee is £35 million. I think it was a player they got from Newcastle, Anderson, I believe. And Wolves value Matheus Cunha 60 million plus. Now, the reports are that Forest were willing to break their club record, but they're not willing to get anywhere near Wolves' valuation. So is it a bit of a nothing story? I don't know, because Forest have been hunting around and they're clearly trying to bolster their chances of getting top four. They're after Wissa as well from Brentford. I think they offered 22 million. So they've got money to splash. Not like, you know, when Wolves are in that sort of position, they never splash money, but Forest are doing it, so fair play to them. And yeah, so I think they're probably looking to offer around 40 million. Obviously, Wolves are never going to accept that. There's also still that strong interest from Arsenal. It won't go away. I actually did a video, didn't I, at the beginning of January, where a lot of Arsenal fans believed that Cunha was going to them. And I just didn't really believe it at the time, especially for January, maybe in the summer, but not now. And now in Nottingham Forest, and apparently there's 3 other Premier League clubs along with those 2 that want Cunha as well. And it's just a mess. This whole window's been a mess. It started off okay when we got Agbadou, but no one's left. We've got no one else in. We obviously lost out on Mansell. We've had a few players reject us, and we need to get this sorted because we don't want a Matheus Cunha in our team that does not want to play for us, that does not want to be playing and play like he did against Chelsea. He's done so good for us this season, Cunha. We wouldn't be out the bottom 3 without him at the moment on goal difference, but we need a Cunha that wants to be here. And with what happened with Liam Keane the other night, with him responding to that tweet, it's just not looking good, is it? All the signs are saying that he probably would leave if he got the chance, and I think there's a bit of tug of war going on. And if Nottingham Forest did offer 60 million plus, would Wolves accept it? Tom Rouse on the Wolves 77 Club podcast that we did yesterday made a good point. He said, well, what's relegation worth to Wolves? What's surviving worth? So you're looking around minimum of 80 million, because surviving is worth about £100 million. And with Cunha in your team, you've got way more chance of surviving. Without him, we could miss out on that. So I agree that we got to, if we are going to accept an offer in this January, which I don't think we should, by the way, it's got to be around the minimum of £80 million. And I know Arsenal fans scoff at that and laugh, but he's so important to us, and his contribution in terms of goals this season speak for themselves. So slightly worrying news. How heartbreaking would it be to see Gibbs White, Nuno and Matheus Cunha playing in Europe next season? I don't think I'll be able to handle it. I saw a really funny tweet online from WFC Bank saying, I genuinely would not support Wolves again if Matheus Cunha goes to Forest. And I think if he did, I think that would be the final nail in the coffin for Fosun and Jeff Shea as well. I think that would be the final straw. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little update. It's crazy. I hope he sticks around. I hope he signs a new deal, but it's been stalling and stalling and stalling. Even Sky Sports News are reporting that Forest want Cunha. So, you know, there's a lot of truth to it, and let's see what happens. I personally, this is just a guess in my opinion, I personally think he'll stay, but I'm twitching. You know what I mean? You know what they say? The backside's twitching like a rabbit's nose, I've got to admit. But there we go. Comment your thoughts down below. Would you sell? Would you want to keep him? And will Cunha have his head on it if we do? Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. And hopefully we have some good news to bring over the next few weeks. But I'll be honest, I'm not holding my breath. Cheers, everyone.